Good morning, everyone. It is the beginning of November, and we are going to continue on with using our fall and autumn flavors. And today we're going to be making pumpkin spice cinnamon rolls from Brave Tart. So that mostly consists of three components: a frosting, a filling, and a dough. So we're going to go ahead and make all three of those things in the stand mixer here. I went ahead and put 4 ounces of cream cheese in our stand mixer bowl with the paddle attachment, about 3/4 of a cup of powdered or confectioner's sugar, and then just a little bit of 2 teaspoons, but there's barely any left in there anyway, so we'll finish that out. And now we're just going to mix this on low until it starts to get incorporated. This has been incorporated now. You can see it's mostly smooth. We're going to go ahead and put another 1/2 cup of powdered sugar in. And quickly, here's the consistency you want at the end of whipping up your frosting. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in a plastic bag and then put this in the refrigerator to save it for later. Now we're ready to make our cinnamon roll filling. So we've got a stick of butter in there, and we're going to go ahead and add our brown sugar. This is 2 tablespoons of cinnamon, as well as a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. This is cloves, ground ginger, and nutmeg. And then we're going to put in about 3/4 of a cup of pumpkin puree. And then we're just going to mix all this together, starting slow and then revving it up to medium again, once again, until we get a smooth paste. And we will put that in a plastic bag and use that as our filling. All right, we've cleaned our bowl once again, and we're ready to go ahead and make the dough now. So I've put 3.5 cups of flour in our mixing bowl, and we're going to put a couple of teaspoons of instant, not active, dry yeast, and our sugar, and baking soda and salt. And then I'm just going to let the dough hook kind of mix this up together here while we go to the stove and make the wet ingredients that go into our dough. I've melted a stick of butter, and now we're going to go ahead and put 1/2 cup of milk in there, as well as some more pumpkin puree. And we're going to incorporate this and get it all mixed together and get it, you don't want it hot, you don't want it boiling, you just want it to be warm. So we're going to go ahead and mix all this up, and then I'll see you guys at the next step. Just so you can see what the puree should look like after you've got it all mixed together, it should look something like that. So we're going to go ahead and just put this in. And then we're going to put the dough hook back on, and we're going to let this knead on low for about a good 20 minutes. You want this to really start working that gluten. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and let this run for 20 minutes, and I'll show you what the finished dough looks like. The dough is nice and kneaded, and so now we're going to go ahead and cover it in some plastic wrap, and we're going to put it in a proofer until it gets about double in size. It'll be nice and springy. I'll show you what it looks like. All right, the dough is out of the proofer now, and we want to roll this into about a 13 by 13 inch square. All right, so we're coming back now to the filling that we made earlier. And then we're just going to spread this into an even layer all over the entire length of the dough. All right, next up, we've got this spread out, and we're going to just sprinkle our chopped walnuts all over as evenly as you possibly can, so that every cinnamon roll has at least a little bit in all the various layers. Alrighty. Yeah, that probably wasn't the most uniform spot right there. Let's space that out a little bit. Okay. So now we are going to roll it, and we're going to roll it so that the seam side ends up being down. So we're going to make a log, essentially. So the dough is very, very soft and pliable at this stage, so be very careful as you continue to roll here. There we go. Eventually, like a snowball, you get enough mass that you can really get it going here. All right, that is our log of cinnamon rolls. So now we're going to cut them, and I'm going to be back and show you how to do that. And you can either put this in a 9x13 aluminum pan, or you can use two 9-inch cake pans. I prefer to do it that way. So each of these pans will have 6 cinnamon rolls in them. So I'm going to cut these and arrange them and show you that before they go in the oven. All right, so I actually had enough to get 7 in this pan. So this is what it looks like before it goes in the oven. We're going to let it sit for about another 30 minutes in a dark, damp place to let it puff up a little bit more. And then at that point, it's going to go into the oven for about 45 minutes. You want to make sure these are covered in aluminum foil for about the first 30 minutes or so your tops don't burn before the middle cooks. These came out looking great, and they smell great. So you can see I cut a corner off the bottom of the bag with our filling in it, and now we can use it like a piping bag. And I'm just going to put a layer of that, which these just came out of the oven, so they are super hot and will melt that frosting. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and continue frosting these, and I'll show you guys what they look like when they're glazed. All right, here they are. After using a spatula to distribute the frosting over them. So I'm just gonna pull one out here. Oh yeah, look at that beautiful orange on the inside, nice and warm. This is a really good cinnamon bun. So, it's got that nutty cinnamon. It's got that nutty cinnamon flavor, sorry, but these were so good I just had to try it for you guys. So I would recommend making this at home. Brave Tart is an excellent book for classic American desserts and then doing fun variations on them. This is one of the variations of homemade cinnamon rolls. So I recommend this. If you enjoy my videos, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you at the next one.